Okay, let's do some review the reviewers. This is where we kind of read through some of the Apple Podcast reviews, and we can review or answer or comment on anything they say. So
let's do it.
They're all 5 stars, right? They're all 5 stars.
Yes, the 5-star interview from Deborah PDX, called Conan the Bacterium. I love you guys so much. Have you heard about Conan the Bacterium? This is a real bacterium that can survive radiation. Check out the recent episode of Shortwave. Here's a quote from the episode. It sounds like it's describing all 3 of you. Oh my God, he recalls thinking, there's something new that forms when you put the pieces together, which makes it better than one or the other. It's the combination in which they interact with each other. In other words, the interaction between the 3 components is greater than the sum of its parts.
Aww.
That's Conan the Bacterium.
But I don't understand. It sounds like it starts out saying that there's a bacteria. They say the bacteria is hard to defeat because it's got 3 components?
They just said it can survive radiation.
So,
Good question.
What if that's what you're named after? Because your dad's a microbiologist.
No,
what if he was like, Conan the Bacterium,
and then
you were born and you were like, oh God, let's name this one Conan.
a really mean thing to say.
Well,
and that's not how I was named Conan.
Okay.
My dad went to I was unnamed for a little while.
For how long?
I was born, I don't think that long, but they were, they want the name right away. And my dad said he wanted to go to the medical school library and look, he didn't have the name yet, and he looked up names. He thought it should be interesting. And my dad had very specific ideas about how a first name should work with a last name. And because the last name is O'Brien, he thought it should end with, it should allied well with the last name.
He's right.
He's right.
Yeah.
And he also wanted something that was simple. He hated nicknames, so his name was Thomas, and everyone called him Tom, and he didn't like that. So he wanted a name that wouldn't be broken down into a nickname. He had all these rules. And so Luke, Neil, Conan.
But where did he find Conan?
He looked up, and I think it's one of the early religious figure. I don't know if it was a cardinal who was in Ireland. And actually, there's a very famous thing called the Bayeux Tapestry, which is this like cartoon that describes the battle in 1066 and all the things that happened when England was invaded by the Normans. And there's one panel that shows a guy fleeing, and underneath his name, he's a cowardly person. It says C-O-N-A-N. And then the next panel is Conan surrendering the keys to the city, and he has the keys on a long pole. Like he's so afraid, he just doesn't even want to touch the bad guys. He's just handing them the keys on a long pole.
Oh my God.
It's one panel and then the next. And my parents, years ago, went to the gift shop where the Bayeux Tapestry is held, and you can look up the different panels, and they bought the 2 panels and gave them to me.
Aww.
Conan fleeing the battle, and then Conan handing over the keys. And it's hilarious. So I'm named for this guy.
I was going to say.
Ran away.
So
No, he
saw
didn't.
This and
no.
like,
That's not why he named me that. He found that later on and thought it was really funny. He gave me that name because he saw it somewhere. He thought it was didn't know anything about Conan the Barbarian. Nothing.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Conan is a really cool. It's just because all your other siblings have like pretty traditional names.
Yeah.
And then you're not traditional.
It's like there's that story, that song. By Johnny Cash, Boy Named Sue.
Yeah.
Where a guy names his son Sue, and he gets beat up all the time, but it makes him stronger. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, he goes to his dad and says, "Why'd you call me Sue?" And he's just like, "Because it made you a tougher guy." Mm-hmm. I was, Conan was a little like that at times growing up.
Did it make you tougher?
Oh God! Well, clearly you've seen him. I'm a pretty rough and tumble fellow.
You're very much like the tapestry version of Conan.
I was going to say. How many keys have you handed over?
It can go one of 2 ways. Let's just say it can either make you tougher or it make you immediately surrender at the Battle of Hastings.
The first time I met you, you just handed me your car keys.
Yeah. I'm sorry, on a pole. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. So Conan that bacterium.
Your grandma, is that right?
My grandma, yeah. Well, I go by my middle name.
Yeah,
Talene is just I think it was just like a nice Armenian name, but then they just called me Sona.
Does Sona have a meaning?
Well, she was Greek, but the name itself in Hindi means gold.
Oh, that's cool.
but I don't know if there's a Greek meaning to it.
Right.
I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah.
You haven't given it much thought. Matthew, are you named after anybody?
My namesake really belies me because it's really cool and it just doesn't fit for me. I was named after Marshal Matt Dillon from Gunsmoke.
You're kidding.
No.
What?
I know.
What a cool person to be named after.
I know.
I was almost named Festus, and that's really funny if you watch that TV show.
My grandmother, who died the week I was born, loved that show and loved him. So she kind of, I think, to honor her, they named me after him.
I thought it was biblical. That's cool.
Not my. I know
to be
my
named
name's
after a TV show from the 60s and 70s is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know my name is very biblical, Matthew James, but my dad's name is James. None of it's biblical. It's
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Can I point out that it says in Latin, Sona means can be heard.
No way!
What? That's so funny. Try not hearing her.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That is so cool. I can't believe I never thought to Google that.
Do you know what Matthew means?
What?
Gift of God.
Wait, is that true?
Everything right, God. I'm going to re-gift this one, God.
You got a factory irregular.
What am I doing?
What is this, a white elephant?
Nothing. I'm jerking off the thing. I'm doing the jerk off motion.
When
but
you do the jerk
no
off,
one can see
I say
it.
something? When you do the jerk off motion, you always have the penis way off to the side.
I know.
And it's coming out at a weird angle.
It's like you're around the corner.
Yeah.
What?
And also,
No, it's not salad dressing.
Yeah, it's not salad dressing, and it's not castanets.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh, now you're a Pepier. Grind that out.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, don't look at the video for this. You won't like it.
No, I know. Don't do it.
I'm worried for your husband.
Well, hey, thank you. Yeah. No wonder Tack is always doubled over in pain. Surprise.
Is that how it's done? You don't
Sona
punch
got all
it?
hot and heavy last night.
It's also not just one of those, it's all of those.
Yeah.
He's got to go through all of them.
Yeah. Oh my! Stop it! Stop it! Oh my God! Now he's
just
at
made a
Benihana.
pizza.
Now he's at Benihana.
Oh my God.
Bling, bling, bling.
Oh, he made the onion volcano.
Okay. Let's wrap this up. Thanks, you fan. We took your kind of interesting scientific fact, and we got to Benihana chef chopping up with blades, Tack's penis.
Tackle.
All right, peace out, Tupac.